I've got to check something before I start. Hello, YouTube, by the way. I've got the wrong head tracking set up at the moment. There we go. Hello, 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 hello. We're synchronizing. Wonderful. Who's joining? Charlie's joining the game. James Bond is about to join. There was a cleanup on the server since last week. Also, I'm using mouse and keyboard because I couldn't be bothered setting up my wheel today. I'll have to do it after the stream to record tomorrow's video, but hey, that's a problem for later. Tricky. It's a corn header for the case combine. Let's turn down time acceleration real quick, because that's going to be a problem. How many people are on the server? We got about 5 on at the moment. You sold the Fend? That was just Dave's Fend. Hello Harley. Hello Jess's NHF. James Bond. Scott Ryan Chapman. Hello everybody. Fahy's joining the game, so here comes problems. If you're wondering, I'm using my cream egg mug once again for some delicious cappuccino. I have no water. I forgot to get water. I'll have to run off at some point during the stream and get some water. Hello, Rob. Completely forgot to get water before I started streaming, so that's going to be a fun one. And I just run off downstairs and come back breathless because water. Fahy forgot his tea. It's been a while. It has. I've been enjoying my little week off streaming. I am back to a full schedule as of today. There was a new video up this morning, a new series started this morning, FSX Air Hauler. Reason it's not Flight Sim World is because Flight Sim World hasn't really updated. Hello Chris. Mr. L. Me run? Yes, I do run occasionally. Hello Stu. Starting a contracting business on your YouTube channel just for me. Thank you very much. CM. It's good to know that I can inspire people occasionally. Not a lot watching today. We've only just started James Bond. It'll pick up. I know Dusty Dave is also streaming at the moment. Plus, I didn't actually announce the stream to be happening. So it'll pick up, don't you worry. If you are enjoying the stream so far, if you do enjoy the fact that I'm back on a full schedule, so it'll be back to normal. The only difference between what it was and what it is now is Thursday will be literally anything happen. It'll be whatever I feel like playing, so it won't be Farm Sim. There'll be some air hauler streams. There's gonna be some a set of Corsa streams. I'm gonna get into doing that a bit more. Possibly even some R Factor. Pizza got his tractor license on Tuesday. Very nice pizza wheel. Hello Dan. That's the password for the server. Exclamation mark MP will give you that, James Bond. Oh, delicious coffee. Welcome back, Colton. I'm back as well. I've been taking a little break from streaming. I've been getting a bit burned out. Did I see VF stream last night? No. What I was doing last night when VF was streaming was I think, gone for dinner. And I was watching Luminate's stream. So I'm really glad that I signed back into my normal account because I was on my my other account for that. So Tree's almost full here. We are doing silage again, apparently. Tree's full. I am in requiring of a trailer. Anybody has one. Looks like pizza is on the way with an 8R in the trailer. Only nice coffee in the bucket cup. I used that last night, or yesterday, and it's there. It's literally just sat off to the side. VF got 2k last night. I know, I saw that. I was there for the 4th or 5th time he hit it. Yeah, whoa, ooh. Who's doing that? I think that was Charlie being a bit too close to me there. Hello, Eddie Scott. How are you doing today, sir? Need gas. Ah, still 213 litres in this thing. Here's Pizza Wheel on now. Whoop. It's a bit far. I'm not entirely sure what Fahy's doing. Pizza, you might be... Is Fahy pulling out to get a... Fahy's gonna get a trailer, okay. Yeah, because this thing's a 9-meter header, it's gonna be good. Hello, Spence Knight and Benny Gerbers. And Matthew. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing as well as I feel. Because I feel really good today. I'm in a really good mood. I should probably say, seeing as you guys enjoy the weekend streams. June, what date? I think it's the 18th and 19th. Please don't start playing that stream. I've been watching a Le Mans stream. Is it the 18th and 19th? Nope, it's the 17th and 18th. June 17th and 18th. That weekend there won't be any streams because I'm having a Dave weekend. That is the weekend of the 24 de Mans. That'll be a good speed, James. That'll be fine. 24 de Mans is on June 17th and 18th, also known as the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Rob, no, it's fine. I have received word that I may be getting a new map in the very near future. So I will be busy with that, and that'll be replacing Canadian National, and I'll probably try and get a big butt on that regardless. So the 17th and 18th I will not be streaming. I'll be watching Le Mans. It's an annual tradition that I try and watch as many hours of Le Mans as possible. I think I got 23 hours last year. I missed the first hour of it. I'm gonna try for all 24 this year and see if I survive the weekend. There'll be much popcorn and much coffee involved. Watching a stream later, you're cutting grass and then doing 101 maths questions on a computer. That sounds like a good day to me, Dan. Dan's cuts. That did I see Oxygen Day? I did not see Oxygen Day with Caesar for aggravation. It is a good map, Rob. It's just that the problems are honestly down to the map maker being a bit lazy, I think. Don't eat too much, I'll turn into a popcorn piece. I think there's only like 4 or 5 bags of popcorn downstairs, so I'll ration it throughout the day. Easy on the go. So for those of you that don't know what on earth I'm talking about with Le Mans, number one, you're clearly not into motor racing. Hey, Oxygen David, how you doing today? Apparently you put out a teaser for aggravation that I haven't watched yet. In fact, can I get it up on my phone? This is a really stupid idea. Just while I'm waiting for something to happen here, I'm gonna see if I can get it up on my phone. I better be subscribed, because I'll feel bad if I'm not. How many slots does the server have? It's a 16 slot server. So it can be full pretty easily. I noticed Dave is or was, and possibly still is, streaming Dusty Cove at the moment. So double check. He is still streaming Dusty Cove, so if you want to see that. It's his mod context entry. He's doing final testing before he uploads it, probably later tonight, for tomorrow's... Oh, there we go, that's a teaser trailer. Here's the thing, I've been watching a virtual Le Mans. The Virtual Endurance Championship is holding their Le Mans this weekend, and I follow one of the drivers in it, Jimmy Broadbent. He's one of my favourite sim racers, so I've been watching the first 2 or 3 hours of his race. You have a Royal Marine training weekend with cadets. Well, that's a good reason to be going away. What is Le Mans? Le Mans is a 24-hour motor race where people essentially drive modified airplanes. Is what all I can describe the prototypes as. Against some souped-up supercars. So we'll have the Porsche 919 Hybrid. Hey, Lancyboi! 21 likes? Let's get up to 50, guys. We've got, what, 44 people watching right now. Let's get up to 50 likes. So in the prototypes, you got your 919 Hybrid, you got your Audi of Quit, and Toyota. Is it Toyota? Yeah, the Toyota TS... I think it's a 050. Is that it? Yeah, there's only 5 P1 cars. Prototype 2 looks very similar, but they're slower. They're under different rules. They don't have hybrid systems. And there's going to be a bunch more of them. And then you've got the GT classes. GTE AM and GTE Pro. Grand Touring Endurance Pro and AM. And they drive Ferraris, Aston Martins, Porsches. What else is driven there? There's usually a Corvette or 2 in the Pro class. 4 GTs. They're in there. And last time around they won. Last year they won Le Mans, but there was a bit of a controversy because it looked like the balance of power was a bit imbalanced. In that it was literally just Ford against Ferrari. Reenacting the 1967 race, I think it was. One of the old Le Mans where it was all GTs and Ford triumphantly beat Ferrari in the original GT40, and there was all sorts of trouble there. So, Fay is very nearly full, and Fay is full. The Heir of Brick Rigs on Steam. Is that the kind of Lego truck game? If so, then yes. Jay Leno, oh, I love Jay Leno. He's got amazing taste in cars. Not too good in his tank car, but he's got amazing taste in cars. I want to visit him someday and just be like, Jay, can I have a look at your garage? I don't want to drive anything. I just want to have a look around and see all these beautiful machines staring at me in the face. Yes, you can crash things. Yeah, I've seen it. I'm not too interested in that, to be honest. Do I know when Fay's getting videos on this channel? When he gets good internet. It's the simple answer. So possibly the 4th of never. Or possibly later this year. It really does depend on, well, whether or not he gets good internet. I wouldn't know what to do with the car. I've driven before, Kill. I've legitimately driven a car before, and I haven't crashed. How many hours do I think I've played on FS17? I think I've played 821 hours of FS17. Hey, Gamer Dragon. What about BeamNG? Again, it's a game that I'm not too interested in. It's a crash simulator, and when I'm doing sim racing, when I'm doing a simulator, I want to simulate racing. So I'll play Assetto Corsa, or Factor, Automobilista, occasionally GameStop Car Extreme, which is now called Automobilista. If I want to get a bit of an older taste into it, okay, very occasionally R Factor, and sometimes some of the old GT racing games. But I don't want to play games that are just like, hey, have a big crash and see what happens. I mean, I'll test crash physics and damage physics. Chroma gun I like. Follow me on Facebook? Well, thank you very much, Colton. If you follow me on Twitter, it's pretty much the same stuff that goes up on Facebook. I've managed to set up a thing that shares everything that goes up on Twitter onto Facebook. And next time I'm waiting for somebody to show up with the trailer, I'm going to watch Action David's horse trailer. I haven't watched it yet. And I feel bad. But if you are enjoying the stream, guys, do hit the like button, do hit subscribe as well. And do join the Discord. I'm in the Discord right now. I do have voice communications pretty much disabled for everybody. Do I know when I'm going to collab with Sim? Fahy, how is... You're getting... Yeah, that's just you, monster. Fahy, how's the map search going? Because that's up to Fahy now. Fahy's looking for a map for us. You haven't looked at maps at all, have you, Fahy? This is what happens, is, like... We'll, decide we're going to do it, and then it takes us a month to figure out what map we want to do and what mods we want and how we want to do it exactly. We'll get around to it eventually. I'm working on it. Yeah, that's the issue. I'm guessing mod contest is going to be a big one. I'm guessing we'll be using one of the mod contest maps because there's some really good stuff out there. Do you need to look? I think the best thing to do right now is to wait until the mod contest is on, and then we can pick our favorite map out of the mod contest, which may well be Dusty Cove. James Bond is joining the game, and we'll just play on that. We'll do that as the MP series. Am I in the voice chat? I am in the Rainbow Daddy room, which I think has voice communications disabled for everybody but staff. When is the mod contest? Closing day for submissions is tomorrow. And although there's no official word on when the mods will be released or how they'll be released, my guess would be, because I've heard that the prize giving is going to be at Farm SimCon, which is actually on the same weekend as Le Mans. So I would guess it'll be 2 to 3 days before we start seeing the mods on PC. And Kill, yes, some of them will be on consoles after the contest. Some stuff like Seasons won't make it that far. Won't make it to console because obviously it's a script, it's a superscript. But I would imagine stuff like Black Sheep Maddie's amazing Massey Pack, which is just stunning. Holy cow, they put a lot into it. That I believe is coming to console. Matt's Fords, I think that they might make it over to console. It depends on what's got scripts in, basically. Yeah, that Massey Pack is winning it for me so far, but we haven't seen what BM's entering. Now, if it's the Optima, that loses immediately for me. If it's the Optima again, that loses. That just... no. Hello, Dan Scutts. I'm doing well. You know what map? Oh dear. Colton's joined the Discord. Tends to be a bit of fun on there after a stream, because I tend to be a bit bored. Yeah, it has to be a new mod. But here's the thing, Faye. They never said anything about conversions. Tricky Earful. Ings Farm in the contest. Hello, Philip Wilson. How are you doing today? I can't see Ings going into the mod contest. I'm just going to be honest. And Donetsk hasn't been touched for a while. I need to get back on that. I knew Faye was going to say that. I got in there before Faye even made the joke. The Massey Pack would look better if it was a bit old, a bit kind of banged up, but that's what retextures are for. That's what a reskin is for. That's why you do them. Is Rocket launch this evening? Is it SpaceX? Launching their Falcon 9. I was actually trying to watch it. Was it yesterday or the day before? And they got the technical webcast up, and it immediately went back down because they scrubbed it. Hang on a sec, Charlie. I am refilling my e-cig at the moment, because I forgot to do that before the stream. The big L is out? Oh, is that the ridiculous one that's got a forage wagon on the back? Yeah, CRS-11. That's actually an experimental launch. SpaceX's launch later on today. The Dragon capsule is reused. It's the second use of that Dragon capsule, so it's a bit experimental. It's been up and down already. It's the first time that the actual capsule has been reused in a SpaceX Dragon launch. Philip Wilson's joined the Discord, and thank you very much for joining. Where do I get my music from, and how do you get it? Very simple answer. It's from the YouTube audio library. You go into the YouTube audio library, you choose your favorite music. This is all completely free. Doesn't actually require attribution, so I'm going above and beyond by having that ticker up there running. That's for your guys' benefit, so you can see what exactly is being played at the moment, and look it up in the audio library. Check Facebook. Will do, Dan. Yeah, I think it's the one that I'm thinking of. Have a look here. So I've been having a weird internet issue of late, where at about 5 o'clock in the morning it just shuts down. Hello Jack, how you doing? Yeah, that's the exact one I was thinking of, Dan. That's a big M with a forage wagon on the back for some reason. I don't think that actually exists, which is annoying. Careful talking about the mod contest, because I might get farms and people to message me back. Honestly, if Giants want to message me about the mod contest, that's fine. Because I'm, after looking through the rules, and the spirit of the rules, and actually the word of the rules is no, the mod can't have been released previously, which I would interpret as being for any game previously, so that rules out any converts. No, it just stops working. I can access Google sites and that's about it, which is really weird. 25 likes. Come on, guys, there's 38 in here. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We do this every week. We do multiplayer every Saturday and Sunday. I'll be taking a 1 week break from it. Hello, Godfather of Contracting. How are you doing today? Charlie, you're full. Head on out. How have we somehow ended up in the situation where there's no trailers at all here? What field are we even in? That's how we ended up in this situation. It's field 6. That explains a lot. What happens if you're not enjoying? Hit the like button anyway. Get the big trailer. I may well get a few more semi-trailers. I have lost my connection to the game. And my game's crashed. Interesting. It looks like the server crashed. Loads of other people went. Has the server seriously crashed? That is new. I'm wondering if Fairy Games are having an issue with servers at the moment, or if it's Now, if it is the case that the server's down and gone for the rest of the stream, I can do something else. The server's back up. Yeah, I can do single player. I've got a few things that I'd like to do on single player. Time for a new map? I am thinking that myself, Pizza. I think it is time that we start thinking about changing the map. And it may well be that we put... that was very odd indeed. That's not happened before. Is Carturix joining the game? Hey, it didn't crash for Monster and Faye, the two people with the worst internet. That's not even me being mean, that's... yeah. Maybe it didn't like me doing silage. How? Where on earth is this truck? Pizza Wheels joined the game now? I blame Sim too. But what I'll do is I'll wait until the mod contest maps come out, and then I'll make a decision on what to put on the server. Let's go this way. 132 likes. That's much more like it. Thank you, Fahy. Dude, where are you going? The way to the field is back there, dude. I'm going to the BGA. Do some silage. You've clearly just arrived. And I strongly suggest you actually pay attention to the stream before you start making demands. Yeah, I'm thinking that myself. I'm thinking we do our own mini-mod contest. For the mapping section anyway. And... the winning map will be the new multiplayer map. Because I don't want to go... well, I will say, I'll be doing mod and map spotlights of everything in the contest. Joaquin, don't say things like that. That's mean. I will be doing mod and map spotlights of absolutely everything in the contest, but... what I will do... Hello, Colton. What I will do is... because I don't want to test the maps for you. I'll let you guys decide which map is your favorite. That's the easiest thing for me to do. Because I can't test everything fully. I'll pick my favorite mods and put them into my single player saves. Can't wait for Ballymoot Castle to come out. There's a few maps that I can't wait for to come out, and that's definitely not one of them. There's a few reasons why, but that's not one of them. Dusty Cove is looking interesting. Ventonwin, oh my god, I'm waiting for that so badly. I'm gonna start pushing Dusty Dave to get into GE more and more. Like, no sleep. Must work on Ventonwin. Dusty Cove, I didn't watch Dave's stream. I was busy watching Elamon's stream. I didn't even know he was streaming, so I didn't really get a good look at Dusty Cove. I'll have a very good look at it once it's out. And I probably will do... oh, good lord, Trick. I didn't see you coming, Tricky, I'm sorry. Yeah, that works. Don't burn him out. But it's Ventonwin. Everybody wants Ventonwin. Hey, Patty, 090402, how are you doing today? I'm only kidding anyway, I wouldn't actually do that. Hello, Brandon Matthews. How are you doing? Whoever's in the New Holland Forager. Who's in the New Holland Forager? James Bond. when you're finished that field, go get it filled up. Because it does need to be filled. Oh, damn, Dave ain't rushing it. Brandon Matthews, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, we only really need the one forager right now. Carturix is... Rush converts can ruin a reputation, and maps that clearly haven't been tested coming out on a website can ruin that website's reputation. Not gonna name any names, but there's a certain UK-based mod site for Farm Sim that brought out a map recently, allowed it to be released, that is, for all intents and purposes, a hot mess. Zero optimization, zero testing, zero quality. And that got their silver standard. Yeah, I know he's rushing it as much as I'm rushing Donetsk. That's kind of the point, is we're both... I'm not naming names, Pizza Wheel. Big American semi-trailer can hold more. Yes, but it doesn't really fit in the map, Dan. That's the issue I run into with that thing. I said silver rating, but I never said a website. So, I mean, I'm not naming names. Still saying they're junk at the moment, but I'm not naming names. Pizza's off to help Carturix with clamping. This way, because we're going down the Field 37 route. I can make it fit. Fine, hang on, I gotta log in as admin. This is the only way I can do it. Come on. Oh, it's... There we go. Well, seeing as we're already at the shop, I might as well do it now. It's a stream, yes it is. Blackout. And we are running back to the normal schedule. Only difference between what's going to happen now and what happened, we'll say, 2-3 weeks ago, is that now literally anything can happen on Thursdays, as opposed to just, hey, I'm going to play a random Farm Sim map on Thursdays. No, anything can happen on Thursdays. It's called Anything Can Happen Thursdays. Anything can happen. I'll play whatever I feel like playing. I don't know which of those is the one that I was using. Let's get the redonkulously huge American trailer, which I don't have available. Well, there's the reason I'm not using it, Dan. It's not on the map. It's not activated. What days are live stream? Wednesday until Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 5 PM Irish time. Saturday and Sunday at 4 PM. And I finish up every single day at about 7 PM. I've been doing it for many, many months. Just took a, what, 2-week break from the midweek streams? Get a road train of bulls. Pizza, no, that would just make things worse. That is the Black Sheep one, Rob, yeah. It's the Black Sheep one from the mod hub, yeah. That I use in Canadian National. There's somebody coming against me, and I think it's Fahy, and this is problematic. Because Fahy doesn't ever use brakes. Also, I've run into a wall. A little fence. Yes, it is Fahy. Road train of 900 big bodies. Oh my god. That's something that I legitimately think wouldn't fit around the map. How did I do that? Oh, this is one of the gates that has no collisions whatsoever. I complain about Fahy not using brakes ever, and then I mount a wall. I didn't just molest it, Dan. I completely ramped it. That physics. I have no explanation for what just happened with that wall. All I can say is physics happened and FarmSim does weird things. If I wanted to do that, I would have ended up. I would have ended up just mounted on top of the wall, kind of stuck in a weird angle. And Pizza, it falls under the Scunthorpe issue. Skilled falls under Scunthorpe problems. Which, I like the fact that I'm using that now as a... It's got an unfortunate word stuck in the middle of it, so it gets censored. Hello, Brad. I hear it's your birthday soon. Whoop. When's your birthday, Brad? Because I forgot when you said it was. I'm one of these people that forgets things the next day. I'm not late, I'm just delayed. Who's coming against me here? Triggy, this'll work. Birthday's next Saturday. Ooh, very nice, Brad. Not too far then. Not too long for you to wait. Mine's not until August. So, I guess that's a good thing, because I'm turning 26 this year, so... I don't feel quite as old. Being just 25 for another... what, 2 and a bit months? Oh, it is just 2 and a bit months. Now I feel old. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, do hit the like button, do it subscribe, do it share, do it yourself in the face. Hello, Dusty Dave. Sorry I missed like 90% of your stream. I was distracted by a virtual Le Mans stream, because sim racing. Blackout, no, there were crosswinds in that air hauler video. Waterford Airport, Echo India, Whiskey Delta only has the one runway, runway 2103 or 0321, and there were crosswinds. I can tell you that right now, because the Cessna 172 does not respond well to crosswinds, and it's the A2A 172 I used. Which has the real feel, real flight stuff in it, AccuSim. It does not like crosswinds whatsoever. It tries to flip, and that's precisely what it was trying to do there. So that was crosswinds. So what happens if you hit really bad crosswinds on takeoff in a Cessna 172 in real life. Which, yeah, that's fun. You'll be celebrating your college friends in the pub next Friday. That's a good place to be. Hello, Gamer Dragon. I don't think I said hello to you. You're supposed to take off and land into a headwind, yes. However, in most airports, it's just the runway that has the best headwind. Unfortunately, in Waterford, there's just the one runway, so when there's a crosswind, you end up having a crosswind takeoff. and there's nothing you can do. Why did I just get like 500 milliseconds ping? Oh, Matthew, it's your birthday tomorrow? Dude, happy birthday. I'm guessing you won't be in the stream tomorrow then. Why is my ping through the roof? That was a full second. I may need to swap maps on the server tonight. I may need to do something to the server tonight. Wow. Whoops. No lag for you, Faye. Interesting. Whoa! I'm getting unbelievably badly. Lag, 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 lag. Lag, 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 lag. My stream's died. Hang on. What's going on? Something ain't right with my internet. I've dropped 300 frames almost. It's my internet, yeah. Hey, man, Jack. I'm blaming Mr. Linz for this. Speed test. Yeah, whatever. Just do a speed test. I don't care if there's a beta or whatever. Connecting, connecting, connecting. 12. 4. Hey, Matt. $45 down. There's a bit of jitter, but I don't know. Let's continue on and see if the problems have subsided mostly. There's still a bit of lag. It's kind of now down to just random server pings. I'm full, I'm full, I'm full, I'm full, I'm full. I might have to try closing. Do you know, Faye, you're not actually too bad there. Too wrong. When I'm unloading, I'm gonna just tab out and start spamming middle click on Google Chrome tabs. I've got quite a few open. Matt's been looking at cars. Why have you been looking at cars, Matt? You should get a Ferrari. There, I've solved all your car problems. Get a Ferrari. James Bond's have to go get a drink. I'll be running to get myself a bottle of water in a little bit. Hopefully my internet will hold up. Yeah. You need a new car. We'll get a Ferrari. Problem solved. See? Dave solves issues, so you don't have to. Or several bicycles. And tie them together. That makes a car. Scotty, isn't that one of those fake SUVs? There's Triggy. Minus his own internet issues. I always have too many tabs open. I need to... What I'm going to do tonight is record tomorrow's video, and when that's rendering, I'm going to actually finally get around to sorting out the mod list. And then I can start closing all of the tabs ever. Welcome back, James Bond. I don't think you actually caused much of a delay there. Hello, Trass108. How are you doing today? From what it looks like, there's a 110.90 in the mod contest. Good lord, can we actually get a decent quality 110? I'm calling shenanigans on you, Blackout. I'm calling shenanigans because there can't possibly be a good quality 110. I mean, it's tradition that the 110.90 mods are terrible. It's also tradition that I seemingly hit every sign in Selby. It's just a thing now, apparently. We posted a picture in Discord for proof. Alright. Also, for some reason I'm streaming at 60 FPS. Apparently. That may be one of the causes of the issues, actually. Let's get this party started. Let's get the truck out and let's get into the BGA. Did Pizza we leave? Oh, Pizza didn't come back after the game drop. Pizza time. Want some pizza. Mind you, I had lasagna for breakfast. So that's kind of the best breakfast in the world ever. So, screw your pizza. I thought Carterix was having issues, then I realised the silage hadn't actually spawned in yet. Or the chaff. We're on 41 likes, so 41 watching. That's not too bad at all. Hey Carterix, while you're waiting, you can sell some silage. Just as an idea to get extra bonus monies. Let's see if we can hit 50 likes by the end of the first hour. So 10 likes in 9 likes in 10 minutes. Can we do that? Bad idea. Why is it a bad idea, Carterix? Well, lasagna is bolognese. Just layers and layers of bolognese. That's how he's driving today. Well, he actually used the brakes for once, so that's good. After the stream, I can check the picture out. Or I can check it right now by opening up Discord on my phone. It's more work. It's only more work while you're waiting for people to unload. Otherwise, it's the same amount of work. Just need to wait for pictures to load into my Discord now. That does in fact look like a 110.90. Come on. Yeah. That's, no, it actually follows tradition. Because that looks really low quality. Faggy's back. That's why Faggy was stopped up over there. He was AFK. Hello, Monster Gaming. Spudnet is imminent. Oh dear. Let's get around. Oops. In this corner here. You think it looks nice? Whoa! That wall just does not agree with this truck for whatever reason. Here's Monster joining the game with his Spudnet. Where's my mouse? There we go, Monster joining the server. If you're enjoying the stream today, guys, Will I be streaming next Friday and Saturday? Yes, Brad. We're going to go back to the normal schedule. With one minor change, and that's that I won't be playing Farm Sim on Thursdays now. It'll be Dave's day off, effectively. Dave's streaming day off. So you guys get to chill out with me playing some random game. Means I've got a bit more work to do in terms of setting it all up, but yeah. Not a big deal. Look out for the walls. Yes, I know. And Faye should look out for the Tractor Phoenix heading up behind him at a rather large speed. Can I post some more pics on Instagram? I really should, shouldn't I? Ta-da! Instant roadblock. Ooh! That... Okay. Sometimes Farm Sim Physics kicks you in the wrong direction, sometimes it decides to just kick you straight again. I love how the physics are so bad they're kind of good in a way. Ah, both wouldn't fit. You got Pemberlin downloaded. Yes, guys, Pemberlin. For those of you who wanted it, and I know there's quite a few of you who did want it. Pemberlin is now out. Dusty Dave released it during the week on his YouTube channel. So head on over there and have a look. You'll find it pretty quickly, pretty easily. It is out. It is now publicly available. James Bond forgot to turn on his harvester. And off we go again. Because I know there's a lot of people looking forward to Pemberlin, asking about Pemberlin. It is now out on Dusty Dave's YouTube channel. Which, if you go onto my channel, it'll be on the right hand side in the recommended channel thingy, the bother at the top. I'm good at explaining things. Lancyboi's channel is also there, as is Oxygen David's. You should subscribe to the three of them, three fantastic map makers. Who's Dusty Dave? My evil alter ego. Will I be seeing today? Probably not. Well, I might. I don't know. Depends on my mood. Still can't wait for Orchard Farm. You're gonna have a bit longer to wait because Dusty Cove is gonna come out first, despite being finished probably in the last couple of days. That was kind of a challenge map for Dave, to see if he could do a map in 6 weeks or less. And fair play to him, he actually did a map in 6 weeks or less. And from what I saw of it, it's a good quality map. Better quality than some of the maps that I've taken quite a long time to be made. And I will let that, you know, cloud my judgment when I'm going down to looking at the maps in the mod contest, because Dusty Gold's going to get a lot more leeway because it was made in 6 weeks, as opposed to better part of a year for certain maps. Which had a whole team of people working on it for a year. It's only just coming out now in the mod contest. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that if one man can make a map in 6 weeks for a mod contest, a full team can do it in a week. Ings is suffering from the same problem as Donetsk, in that it's two idiots who don't know how to make a map trying to make a map. You made mine, yeah, well, you made yours in 3 months, but you're you, Dave. You're the weird exception where you just get perfection constantly. I'm biased, yes. I didn't mean you, Matt. You're one person working on a map. Ballymoon Castle took a full team a year. Godfather of contracting. Looks like you're going up against Vertex Design. Oh, that's going to be an interesting thing. That's going to be interesting, because Vertex are kind of the top German guys. Although they tend not to make maps too much. That's going to be a nice face-off, actually. Gonna be honest, it means good things for the layers. Vertex are entering the horse map. Faye. Same as Auction David. So that's gonna be a cool face-off to see the two slightly different styles. Well, what were they doing? I'm with you there, Faye, but it really depends on what Vertex do, because they've got, unfortunately, the unfair advantage of being German. Which, because it's going to be Horst judging it, they're going to be biased towards the German guy. I'm with Dan there. I think, definitely in terms of British maps, Auction David is the absolute gold standard. There's some really good guys vying for the crown, but it's Auction David's right now, and it's his to lose. Yeah, it'd be a lot cooler if he had a mic and was on TeamSpeak. But that might be 3 months away now that Landy's back in Canada. Considering we've been making this joke for about 6 months now. Yeah, he's gone to Canada, Dave. You ain't getting there for 3 months at the very least. He ain't in the country. So now you'll find all the times ever to conveniently be around Landy's. And send him messages saying, hey look, I'm outside your house. That says a lot, dude. You don't watch it? Yeah, no. Any more than 2-3 minutes is a bit overkill for ads. And I've seen stupid long ads before. Like 2-3 hours of ads. No. Yes, Matt, if you hit... There should be a really quite small eye in the bottom left of the player. You can report it as inappropriate. Because I would count those ads as inappropriate links. Hello, Matza. Guten Tag, wie geht's? I've taken the wrong turn. Let's see, can I spin this thing around? How does this song know when I've done something stupid? I don't have any script to play it. It's a... I'm gonna claim magic. I'm gonna claim leprechaun, evil leprechaun magic. It's gotta be. There's no way this is just convenient. A crash and immediate old McDonald. It almost always comes on after I've done something incredibly stupid. Whoop. Then it distracts me and makes me do other stupid things. Blackout, it's not even YouTube playing my music, it's an outside player. That's the thing. Hello, Etho. It's a third party player, it's not even YouTube deciding what music gets played. It's just this weird coincidence where Old MacDonald just keeps playing with at incredibly opportune moments. That's why four-wheel drive. This thing doesn't have four-wheel drive, Dan. This doesn't have four-wheel drive or diff locks. It's a two-wheel drive, six-wheel truck. It's a 6x2 for some reason. I think Matt's kind of nailed it. It's because I'm almost always doing something incredibly stupid. Also, I'm surprised there were no comments on my registration number for the plane, Echo India Oscar 1. Because that's going to be a running joke now. Hence the 1. Hello, Knight's Life. I haven't seen you in a little while, dude. God, could you imagine if that played every time I did something stupid? It'd be nothing but Old MacDonald. But I did, because in FSX you can actually choose the registration, the tail number you're playing, and I did intentionally choose Echo India Oscar 1, also known as EIEIO1. Aren't you meant to give your tail number to ATC? Yes, which you do. I did. My tail number was not that. That's because the the 808 Piper, or the 808 Cessna, I do have Pipers as well, has hard-coded tail numbers. So the tail number that was appearing was a separate tail number. The game was recognizing my tail number as Echo India Oscar 1. Not November, I think it was 727 Romeo. Hello, VF. How are you doing today? I'm thinking this is going to be the last weekend on Selby, because I think it's about time that we moved on to a new map. Probably something from the mod contest, and seeing as there's going to be a massive influx and stuff from the contest, now's a good time. That made you very confuzzled, yes. Basically, the plane that I had a hard-coded tail number, and the game recognizes whatever tail number you give it. Forgot that happened last night, yeah. How's the face, VF? Hello, Wooden Leg. How are you doing today? I forgot Mr. L convinced Mrs. VF to smack VF last night. And now it's Chunky Tanker. Oh, who else is streaming today? That is a very good question, James Bond. Who else is streaming today? Possibly VF. It really depends on the whole... when are the mod contest mods released, because that's going to be a big deciding factor. Got an idea of what map it will be chosen, but I'm going to give it out to you guys with a straw poll. She hit your headphones. Oh, that makes it worse. Why would you have a tail number of Charlie Alpha Kilo Echo Bravo Oscar Sierra Sierra? And yes, I do know the NATO phonetic alphabet. Also, after I did the video yesterday, I did the return flight last night, and the altimeter was 2999er, which always entertains me when it's 9999er. And iGaming is back and coming on piece shortly. Very nice. NHF is back. Welcome back, NHF and NI. And Gamer Dragon's running away because they're back. You scared them off, guys. Props put a header on the trailer and he feels accomplished. What we might do tomorrow, I might get this stuff and hope that it doesn't kill the server again. Is do a beet harvest, because we've been kind of going a bit heavy on silage. Hello, Shredder. How are you doing today? What is up? What is up? What is up? You just downloading the mods. I thought you had the mods already, and I'll need to run off and get water pretty soon because I'm starting to get a bit of a dry mouth and throat issue going on. Plenty of beets about for harvesting, yeah. Question I have is how many harvesters are on? You doing good? I'm doing good, Shredder. I'm in a good mood. I've had my coffee. I'm feeling awake. 6. Oh, 6 is a bit too many. A flight from Cork to Bangor. Is there an airport in Bangor, Maine? Because if I did that, I'd start singing songs from the Proclaimers again. It wouldn't. Oh, it wouldn't even be Kilo Bravo Golf Romeo. Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm worried. That's what I said, Bangor. You see, if I was to do that, I'd start singing King of the Road, because one of the lines that is Destination Bangor, Maine. There you go, that's... I'm gonna just save the game here to crash proof it. Let's get I guess 2 harvesters because we've run out of money. And 2 headers. So we got 2 beet harvesters and 2 headers. Hello, Bailey the farmer. I'm doing good today. I'm in a good mood. I've had my coffee and I'm streaming again. I'm back. Going on to a full schedule again. Although, what I said I'd do this week, which was get a week ahead on videos, I didn't do. So, I need to record tomorrow's video after the stream. And that's going to be a fun one, because it's Quentin tomorrow. I did see you guys were really happy. That's what I'm saying! Bangor. Bangor. There. It's Bangor. Bangor, Maine. Hello, Kin. How are you doing today? MFC, hello. One thing that I did notice, a few people said that, this. You guys seem to be under the impression that the Quentin voice hurts. It doesn't. It really doesn't. What hurts is when I'm streaming like this and projecting my voice for, you know, an hour and a half or 2 or 3 hours at a time. But I don't have any maps coming up. Yes, everything in the mod contest. To make a link to download all the mods for the server. It already exists, see though. Exclamation mark MP mods. There's a link. There's actually a button there. You can download everything. Mini VF2 is gonna help you beat harvest. Oh dear. I'm doing good, King. The Discord room is quiet, is it? Did I mute myself at some point and forget to unmute myself? Nope, it's just nobody's in there. Wonderful. Guys, if you're not already on there, you should join the Discord. Because I hang out on there a lot in text chat. Very, very rarely go into voice chat. You guys can talk to each other all the time. Hello, Farmer Boy Dylan. We're doing good today. The other ATC I saw in the ATC window, that was all AI. I don't play multiplayer with FSX because I tend to be a pretty bad pilot when it comes to go-arounds. In that I will do literally one go-around, if I get a second one, I'm landing regardless. I know you can't do this in FSX, but I do one go around, and if I get a second one, I declare an emergency and just drop it. Although I have changed out my plane now for Pilatus PC-12, which is interesting to fly. It's a single-engine turboprop, so it's a bit different. It would be cool if there's other people, but I'm not a good enough pilot for VATSIM, which would be real ATC. I don't feel like I'm a good enough pilot for VATSIM. I'm still kind of learning a lot of the stuff required. And really, if I was to do VATSIM, I'd get up to like an A3. I've got an Airbus A320. I'd probably use that and go into VATSIM with that. It's the Project Airbus A320. Works pretty well. VF has joined the game. Scoot 2 there. Because I think trying to fly a prop plane in VATSIM particularly is just a bad idea. Because you're surrounded by guys in 747s and 320s, and it's just not going to end up well.
Hello.
Hello, BF.
Say hello, mini BF. No, don't tap the mic, just say hello.
I think tapping the mic was hello.
Yeah, pretty much. You will not talk on command.
But he'll talk all the rest of the time. Especially if he's been asked not to. Very nearly full, air triggy, and full. What's Huss, Kyle? Have I missed something? Off we go! Where do you put it in exclamation mark MP mods? Put it into the chat with no space. And my
This is interesting.
Should say
grab hold of the steering wheel.
Oh dear. That's not going to end well. I've just drifted the Tatra with, what, 60,000 litres of chaff in the back. Standard. Hey, Nightbot is working today. That's something I didn't bother checking. Come on. Whoa. Where we go? We're going to the BGA now again. I genuinely had to remind myself to go to the BGA. That means we'll be effectively taking a chicane here. Hello, hedgehog. Or wheezy bush pig, depending on your mood. Is VF streaming later?
Not currently scheduled, no.
There's your answer. I don't think there's anybody actually scheduled after me. Because Landy's in Canada, so he doesn't stream weekends.
Because Irish has already streamed today.
He might stream again.
Well, he was saying he wasn't going to be earlier. So
Yeah.
GD might be. That's true.
But GD might, yeah. It's very difficult. It's almost impossible to know who will and won't stream. Because it is a case of Chris said he was going out tonight, so he won't stream again. Oh, that's right. He's yeah, he probably won't stream this weekend at all. Sim is working tonight, I believe. In fact, I know he's working tonight, and he's working somewhere where he definitely won't be able to stream. Because he'll have to leave a lot earlier than he usually does. Landy ain't streaming until Monday. Monday at the earliest. I mean, there's no guarantee that Landy will even stream on Monday because he's still kind of settling in over there. We're on 50 likes. Let's try for 75. Let's be kind of greedy-ish, not as greedy as usual. I have just taken the paint off the front of that building. Should get BM's trailers on this server. I thought they were on, but apparently I disabled them at some point.
Do we have nobody else?
I don't know where all the carts have actually gone. Trass is faffing about with trailers. Fahy is at the side of the field somewhere, and I think he's gone AFK to get more tea again.
Here comes James Bond, and there's something I never thought I'd say in Farmson.
It gets interesting with some of the names, doesn't it?
Come alongside me first, Bond, and then we can do both bits after.
Oh, you're talking about Chris? Oh, okay. Yeah, Chris said he won't stream until Monday at the earliest, so... no stream from Chris until then, I guess. Fahy's back again.
Oh, no, try and position yourself with Triggy so you can get both of us.
I'm guessing, Fahy, you went to get more tea. For 55 likes, NI is joining the game. And I'm very tempted to take this opportunity to go run and get a bottle of water. In fact, I will. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go run and get some water.
Words that I really don't want to be saying. We do not pull cables out of Daddy's computer. Hello, stream. Dave will be back shortly.
And I'm back. There we go. 2 bottles of water and I'm back.
My son has a new favourite game.
Oh?
Pull the USB cables out of the front of Daddy's computer.
Oh, wonderful! What have you lost?
I was worried I'd nearly lost my steering wheel.
It's not the end of the world if you do.
I think it was just my backup drive.
Oh, MFC's on autocorrect. That's a bad idea. MFC, just double check everything looks good before you hit send.
You have to ask if it's auto-correcting to bad words. How often does he use bad words?
Mine does it almost constantly. I'll put it that way. That's all I'm gonna say about talk outside of streams, especially to friends. There we go, we're on the move again. Apparently in the meantime the hit a fence pole. Apparently in the meantime the truck completely empty, which is nice. So
oh, chaos is reigning here right now.
Oh dear. That doesn't sound good. See, the real trick once you know bad words is to not use them. Because you sound much more intelligent if you don't swear constantly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
VF is having an argument with his kids, James Bond.
They're currently wrecking my office.
Wonderful! Keep it up. Good progress being made there by the mini VFs.
To which my daughter is chuckling away.
I approve. You swear because you swear. Yes, but the thing is, it's much more difficult to not swear. And to think through what you're trying to say. There we go. Kyle's just spamming emotes for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to say. Apparently, I can't remember what it is. I think the word emoji is Japanese and it means like picture words or something like that. Which is... I've hit the... Oh, I've hit the guardrail by the phone booth. Didn't kill anyone. Which is good. I thought I hit the phone booth there and killed like 17 people. Because it's full of clowns. I don't know. There's James Bond coming out of the field, and we've got 2 forage harvesters in 2 completely different places right now. Who's down in the New Holland? Triggy, you're gonna have to refill that thing soon. Yeah, that's probably the best thing you can do right now, Triggy.
Well, I'll continue down the bottom end of the field then.
I'm gonna help Trask turn around. And get down to the other end of the field at speed! Go, Trask, go!
just overshot me.
I did it intentionally. And Dal's off for his dinner. Hope it's delicious. I'm gonna take a random guess that I'm probably gonna have pizza for dinner today because it's a warm day and I don't think anybody can actually be bothered cooking in the house. I'm gonna get this sunflower harvest started, which means I need to get me the case combine. Also, why didn't we get a sunflower header for the case? Why did we get a corn header instead? Because the sunflower header actually is faster. So I'm gonna sell the corn header for the case and get the sunflower header instead. Delivery space blocked. Somebody's parked in the bloomin' shop.
That would be the beet harvest.
Oh yes. Yes, that would have been me parked in the shop then. Because the helianthus is a lot bigger than everything else. So let's get the helianthus. Purchase that. And because I'm lazy, let's reset it because it's easier. Let's also find the combine itself. And does it need to be reset? Not really. I can drive to it from there. It's the Massey Delta. Here's the case. When did we get the Massey Ferguson Delta? Because I swear we had a Rostel mash before. Interesting.
There we go. I think the silage is done. There's lots of little patches, but...
Why is it called a combine when it's really meant to separate? That's actually a pretty easy question to answer. Because it combines threshing and winnowing the crops.
Yeah.
So it combines those two jobs, hence it's a combined harvester. Or it harvests and threshes, doesn't it? And occasionally winnows. And it chucks corn as well, so I mean it combines many functions into one machine. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get into Field 9 with this stuff, but I'm going to try, because the helianthus header is quite large. Faye's done something stupid to James Bond by the looks of things. Alright, let's get going. Let's get to the field of this thing. This is not going to work. Triggy, it's maybe not a good idea to come towards me right now. Because... Okay, Triggy, you're going to help me now. You're here, so you're going to help. Let's get it in these colors. That's if you just suggested you take the header trailer, that's exactly what I'm gonna get you to do.
Uh-oh, there's a monster coming.
I did see this, yes. And I've lost sound.
Least annoying thing my children are doing right now is slamming the door.
That's impressive. That's the least annoying.
Oh yeah. Well, a minute ago, my son got hold of the steering wheel.
Ooh.
Again, and then the forwards and backwards, the gear stick.
Ah, lovely. Hours of fun then, VF.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But if I get them used to it now, it means I'll be able to do father and twins in a few years.
This is true. The beet harvesters are for tomorrow, Monster. I've just got them now to prevent against the server crashing when I'm not here. Because that's what happened last week.
Oh yes, that's why we ended up on
Yeah,
Orchard.
the server managed to hard lock like it did in my stream. And I didn't think that was even possible. But apparently it is.
We're using an overload of...
Triggy, you're losing the header. Keep driving, Triggy. I'm gonna have to just shove the header along with you. Please don't fall in an inconvenient spot. Because I'm gonna need... Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. I can nudge it. Okay, that is an inconvenient spot.
I'm gonna get the overloader.
I don't think we really need one for sunflowers, because if memory serves, the yield is ridiculously low.
I better find a trailer then.
Field 7, yeah. Okay, try now, Triggy. I'm gonna reverse out of your way so you can do whatever reversing you need to do. And follow you around, because... That's... Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow you just in case that falls off again. What's the password for the game? Password is Tanktor, like it has been for freaking ever.
We're down to 2 trailers.
We're down to... Yeah, Monster sold off a bunch of stuff. Which isn't actually the end of the world, because there was way too much on the server to begin with. And Fai's got a trailer as well. We're going to Field 7 with a sunflower setup. As NI is joining the game once again.
I might go and get a sunflower header then for the massing. If we've got the cash.
We don't.
Ah!
Cash is virtually zero. Makes things interesting. We've got next to no money on the server. And we're doing a sunflower harvest.
I just saw what she's eating. Right.
And you know what? I question if he's correct.
I bet at some point a mini BF will turn up in the stream.
So that's one of the plans that people can do. See you, Brad. Enjoy the rest of your day and your week if you're not going to be here tomorrow. If I don't see you before then, happy birthday, Brad. There we go. Keep it slow behind me, Faye, because I don't want to bump the header. Who's driving along the road at stupid speed? James Bond, let the little convoy out, James. I need to follow the header. If the header falls off, it's James Bond's fault now. Let's go full awareness mode. Triggy's doing a good job at the moment, keeping the header on. I'll be streaming at 5, so yeah, you'll probably be there then, Brad.
I'm going to go and deal with the little ones. So I will see you later.
See you later, VF. If I am stuck in the hedge, you're gonna need to let me free myself. Here we go. I'm free. Onwards, noble case. Words that I never thought I would say. If you bop me, we might be able to go faster. Don't. Okay, that works. Let's go. I'm stuck in a fence. Let's go. I'm surprised you're not in your fast track, Faye. Change of scenery, okay. Hello, Pixter, how you doing? Let's get into the field. Tricky, you did a great job there with the header. Well done. Faster doesn't work. It's probably you don't have enough, or all the mods, Etho. Or you don't have the correct game version. Make sure that you have the most up-to-date version if you got a Giants download. I've hired to work by mistake. And away we don't go because I need to just finish turning here. And away we go with the sunflower harvest. Yeah, the yield on this is atrocious. Good lord. This is a oh. I don't think we'll need all the trucks. Just putting it out there, we probably won't need all you guys. Yeah, you guys can go do another harvest if you want with the Massey. Because this is going to take a little while. Now the reason I got the sunflower header, you might be noticing already, we're going 15 kph harvesting. This isn't a cheat, this isn't exploits, this is the actual speed the header goes at. Hello Rafael, how are you doing today? If you're enjoying the stream, guys, do hit the like button, do hit subscribe, survive. Do hit the share button as well. If you do want to do something, Monster, you can. I can see a wheat harvest or a grain harvest needs to be done over in those fields over there. What fields would they be? Probably 9-ish. So some of you guys can go over with the Massey and do that. Very good today, very good to hear, Rafael. Welcome back, Dal. Was your dinner delicious? I hope it was. Hello, Ford. I'm guessing it's Ford, appearing under the name Sammy and Ford Tractors. And Sweet Corn, hello. And Phased Out. Hello. How are we, sir? I am in a very good mood today. I'm doing very well indeed. How are you today, sir? Quentin might even make an appearance. Quentin's a quite difficult voice to do, actually. I've got to get into like an entire different mindset for Quentin. It's amazing. You're from Scotland of Sammy and Ford Tractors. Ah, okay. It's just that there's a guy who comes in here quite a lot, Ford 7000 man, who also has Sammy, well, had a Ford 7000 and had a Sammy as well. And he likes Sammy and Ford Tractors as well. So, apologies, there was a mix-up between you and somebody who has very similar interests. There's no need to follow me around, James! Any pay-per-view this weekend? Isn't Extreme Rules this weekend, Dan? I think that's this weekend. Yeah, Extreme Rules is on tomorrow. Sammy Iron 250. Here's a Sammy Silver. And the 7000 was in great shape. Unfortunately, I had to get sold off for money reasons. I think the Sammy went the same way. They were both in pretty good shape. There we go. So now we know that one full round of the outside of this field is one fill. There is. Awesome. They better start with the Ambrose loses the title if he gets disqualified match, because that's the least bloomin' extreme. That's just asking for a generic vanilla match. At Extreme Rules, according to all the marketing hype, the one night of the year where everything goes extreme. They've scheduled a vanilla match. Either that or the Vince Russo wet dream of the kendo stick on a pole. Ugh. Which the babyface never bloody wins those matches. You get 20%. Yeah, yeah. That's why I said that maybe all of the trucks and trailers are a bit overkill. James, you can probably just kind of AFK there for a bit. What was I at today? We did some silage. We just kind of finished up the silage. Now we're doing a sunflower harvest because reasons. And later on I'll be recording tomorrow's video with Quentin. And I've just realised that I meant to do some off-camera work on Orchard and didn't get it done. That's going to be fun. I'm going to have to finagle things. I'm going to finagle things and make a couple changes. Oh, the SmackDown TLC match for SmackDown. Well, the Hardys are on Raw, Dan. And they've got the cage match against Cesaro or Cesamus. Hello, Joe Wilson. Do you play any Irish maps? There's no good Irish maps out, Connor. I'm working on one. That's gonna be. It's looking like it's gonna be one of the best Irish maps. They invented that they'll be. That's the thing. I would have much preferred to see like a ladder match, although the ladders have been overdone recently in Raw. Or it would have been real nice to see the Hardys go for a TLC match. Yeah, he's the kid, Sammy. Hello, Tommy's Gaming. You can join. Anybody can join this game. It's completely open multiplayer. I need to get back to work on my map, I think, over the next couple of weeks. This map has too much mud. There's no such thing as too much mud, Joe. Are we talking about WWE? Yep. I'm just gonna leave the fun in chat continue there. There are two Irish maps. There's the one on FSUK that is... It shouldn't have been released. And then there's one on Giants Mod Hub that's ruined by the fact the fields are terrible. Tommy's Gaming, pro tip from somebody who has done this a lot. Make a second mod folder for servers. Because you can get really, really weird. In fact, you should probably do it per map, but I can get... I know what I'm doing with mods, so I can figure my way around errors and conflicts. If you're not 100% sure, make a different folder for every map. And yeah, you'll have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 copies of the same mod, but you won't have many conflicts and many errors then. And you'll find the game's gonna run a lot more stable. Yeah, just make rename your current mod folder to, we'll say, mods 1, and then just make a new mod folder called mods. And you've shown up with the wrong type of trailer entirely. And I showed up to sunflower harvest with a forage wagon. And you could still make use of that. Field 8 over there actually has grass windrows in it. If you want to go do some silage, you can do that. So there's no compromise in the views. Well, yeah, but all the clip distances are set at 10,000. That's way overkill. And from what I understand, it's set on an island, so realistically, the largest clip distance you should have is square root of 8. Which I don't know what that is, but I think it's less than 2.5. Or 2,500. In fact, I'll do that maths right now. Give me your calculator. So the largest clip distance you should have set on any map is 2,828.42712474619. So 2,900 is the absolute largest clip distance you should have, because that is the and I'll tell you how I worked that out as well. If you take a map, you split it down from, let's say, top right corner to bottom left, and that makes 2 triangles. They're both right angle triangles, so you go into Pythagoras' theorem, which is the hypotenuse, which is the longest line, which will be the line that you've just drawn across the map, is the sum, or the square of the hypotenuse is the sum of the square of the other 2 sides. So you multiply both sides by each other. Both sides are going to be 2 kilometers. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. It's going to be the same on the other side. So then you got 4 plus 4 is 8. Square root of 8 is 2.9. So you're going to want to have a clip distance of 2,900. You can see it from anywhere on the map. If you want to be a bit fancy and ensure that it's visible from anywhere on the map, 3,000. Boom! Everything's visible on your map now, and it's optimized. Done with simple maths. Because you're not going to have a 100 meter slope there. 5,000? No, it's not 5,000. It's 2,900. Whereas everything on that map, 3,000 is more than enough. That's the absolute most you're ever going to need. Is this grass for BJ? Yeah, throw it to the BJ, I guess. You can tell that I'm a scientist now just by the fact that I worked that out using maths. Your tractor's revving, not mowing, you have loads of errors. I would say check your log, but you've clearly already done so and there's loads of errors. What is causing the first error in that stack? My guess would be it's the tractor. You were that map was set on Monday. Ah, nice. I know it is based on a real life area, so I'm kind of giving it a bit of leeway with. I haven't looked at it myself, but I would give it a bit of leeway with views and all that. But optimization is a big thing, and it's not been optimized. Well, yeah, anybody who made it through high school geometry know it, but it's still kind of trust the scientist to maths it up. It's the tractor. We'll get rid of the tractor then, Joe, or fix the errors. They're your two choices. I know they're two very different choices, but that's the two options you have. Nuke the tractor, fix the error. And if you don't know how to fix the error, well, you've only got one choice. That's what got all of us, Dave, is that hot mess of a map passed FSUK testing and Pemberton didn't. Nor did, well, Selby... Ballymoon... Ballymoon I have... yeah... issues with. And Dramard Farm is... no, that's terrible. I don't like the map. If I don't like a map, I usually won't play it. Now, there will be the odd occasion where I'll openly say, I think it is. I think it is precisely what we thought. I'm not saying boycott them, but there's one map in the mod contest that I won't bother looking at. And I would normally say it's nothing against the mod authors, but it really, or against the map creators, it really is. You know, yeah, there's one map that is going to be removed from any of my mentions of the mod contest. The Black Sheep Massive Pack looks lovely. Oh my god. Me and Landy were looking at it the other day. We couldn't stop watching that video and trying to figure out what else was going to be in it. Like, I was on Google Images. Could somebody come unload me, please? I was on Google Images for like a good hour looking up every single piece of equipment in that pack. Which map? Coincidentally, it's actually the Irish map in the mod contest. The one that a certain YouTuber is playing already and didn't bother doing a first look on. There are reasons. It's not against any of the individual creators, but against the entire team that made it. They've been... well, the person in charge of the team, who coincidentally doesn't make mods themselves, has been effectively politicking other maps. He's been causing politics to happen and preventing maps from being released. You know what map, Matthew? Yeah. I think with those two little hints, you guys all know what map I'm talking about now. Hey, Cyrus! Only news is doing America. Thing is, if you're gonna make a statement, you might as well do it, especially in a capitalist country, with your wallet. Where there's a market, you might as well vote with your wallet. Like, I've been doing that with EA for years, and I'm slowly moving towards finishing that, because I think EA have moved on from the period where I physically couldn't buy their games. I couldn't bring myself around to do it, so I'm moving on and moving towards giving them my money again. Have I noticed that most of the Irish maps being released don't really look Irish? It's because, unfortunately, we have to use British, like British sheds and all that, because there's not that many Irish things out. Can you join the server? Absolutely, Cyrus. Anybody can join as long as you're on PC and have the mods. They're the two requirements. Hello, Hardware Worker 8340. How are you doing today? There is an Irish map in the mod contest, but I won't be covering it. The modding team that's made it, so I'm gonna actually say something here that I haven't actually admitted publicly. The modding team that made it asked me for Donetsk. The person in charge sent me a message on FSUK and said, "Hey, are you still working on that map that you're making?" This was like 2 weeks after I actually started coming back to making it. And I said, "Well, yeah, I'm back working on it." And I've got nothing against that entire team. It's just the one singular person I got an issue with. And from what I've heard, yeah, everybody's got an issue with that one person. But they sent me a message on FSUK. Hey, is there any chance I could take your map off your hands? And I said, no, I'm working on it again. I'm gonna bring it out myself. And it's kind of just barely moved since then. But it's getting to the point, very close now, where it's going to start coming together very quickly. Because once I got the road system in, it's going to kind of all fall into place. Well, when he got the response, he gave a very neutral answer, shall we say. Best of luck, hope it goes well for you and all this kind of nonsense. But yeah, you could kind of tell he was a bit disappointed that I didn't immediately jump at the chance and say yes. What is the name of the thing you need to make mods? Well, you need two things. You need Giants Editor and Notepad++. Notepad++ will get you into the text side of the i3D file and all the XMLs and Lua's. Yeah, blame me, why not? And then Giants Editor will get you into the actual game side of things, into the game engine. Blackout, it'll be obvious once I do the map and mod spotlights, because there'll be one omission, one very blatant omission. In the map section at the very least. The mod section, I will openly say now, if BM Modding re-release the Crone Optima Baylor, I will not cover it. I will exclude that from any coverage as well. That's it's against the spirit of the rules and my interpretation of the rules. It is a shame it'll beat yours, but I'll be honest, I'll be more likely to play yours, Dave. With all the stuff coming out, I don't know what'll get played and what won't, but Dusty Cove would be far more likely than the other one. Because I don't want to give them any bit of publicity. That's no problem, Connor. Always good to see new people trying to get into modding. Always good, because that's one thing the Farm Sim needs, is more people wanting to do mods. Which way with the rules does it tend to bend? One of the rules is the mod cannot have been released previously. Now, the loophole there is that BM and anybody could argue that, well, the Optum wasn't released for FS17 previously. Which technically is true. However, my interpretation is that the mods cannot have been released for any previous iteration of the game at all. It has to be a brand new, spanking brand new mod. Now, if Dusty Dave were to enter Ventonman, I would completely bend and break my rules because, oh my god, Ventonman. And yeah, the mods should be on the mod hub. I don't quite know when. Judging by the timeline of when the prize giving is, which is the 17th, 18th of June this year, it's going to be in about 3 weeks. See, Cyrus? Do I play ETS? Not at the moment, Connor. I will be playing it again. I'm waiting for Pro Mods to actually update to the British and Irish update. I want to start off in Ireland, so I'm kind of waiting for that. I'm going to be doing the same kind of thing that I've done in Airholder, which I didn't really show in the video. But Echo India Whiskey Foxtrot Waterford Airport is actually my base. That's my base of operations. That's where I fly out of all the time. That's where I fly into all the time. It's where both my aircraft are based. Because I didn't say this in the video this morning. I've got an AI pilot flying a Cessna 172S. Hello again, Wheezy Bush Pig. Why are you driving through the crops? You're from Cavan, Connor. Very nice. And if people are wondering, because I'm sure people will be, the reason I chose Waterford Airport is because it's the nearest reasonably sized airport to me. NFSX. I do have a couple of... Can you do modding without the game? In theory, yes, but it wouldn't be a very good idea. Rome hasn't built it in a day, but Dusty Cove was built in 40, yeah. That's actually the most impressive thing. I'd love to know how many maps were made within the announcement period of the... like, from when the mod contest was announced until now. I'd love to know how many maps and mods were built in that period. I'm more impressed by the fact that you can do that than I am by the guys who've spent, you know, a year plus on building a mediocre map. It doesn't, in a way, it doesn't matter if the map's good or bad. The fact that it's a full map done in 6 weeks is impressive. What's the best mod? That's all down to personal preference. Connor. The best mod for Farm Sim, in my opinion, is Seasons, which will be in the mod contest. However, and this is where the joy comes in. This is where the joy really comes in. Seasons, I'm going to give my #1 vote to. I'm also going to give my #1 vote to Black Sheep's Massey Pack right now, because that's entering in a different category. Monsters joining the game. Monsters already joined as I was hitting the add button. Wonderful. I need to get XSplit back up. Monster, your internet is really schizophrenic and it's amazing and I love it. There we go. Who's that doing wonderful lines in the field with the cultivator? Who's in John Deere? It's gotta be Trass, I would guess. Yeah, it's Trass. The 8R. You have no idea what that means. It means it can't make up its mind if it's good or bad. It does a bit of everything. Is there a way to select all the mods on Mod Hub in the menu? No, Colton, you gotta download them all individually, which is... It will take a while. My advice would be to pick and choose which ones you want to download. Black Sheep's Massey Pack looks amazing. Do you know, I wanted just for two things. That baler looks stunning. I'm in love with the baler. I'm actually in love with the mower. The mower looks just... Yes. That would fit on a British and Irish map. I would have no issues using that on the likes of Selby, the likes of Entonwin, the likes of Thornton. The trailed forage harvester for grass. Oh hells yeah! I've been wanting one of those bad boys. That looks just, yes, 1,000 times yes. Has James just abandoned the trailer? Fresh will be wanting. I'll be wanting it for the same thing, Triggy. I'm gonna be honest, because if you pair that mower up with that forage harvester, oh yes. That is just a glorious pairing right there, because you can mow and then just immediately go in with your forager. I want more classics in Farm Sim. I want more old machinery, more old tractors. There's not enough. The fact that Black Sheep have gotten over and above what was asked in the, you know, the modern classics section, which props to Giants for doing that, by the way. I'm gonna give Giants credit where it's due, but modern classics is a very, very fitting category in the mod contest to encourage people to make equipment that isn't brand new. People are making nothing but brand new John Deeres and brand new fence and brand new Massey's and brand new everything. I want to see stuff from the 70s. I want to put on my bell-bottom jeans and make my hair look weirder than it usually does and smell bad and stuff. That's when farming was farming. Now it's just driving computers around. Black Sheep is not doing a map for the contest. They're doing a full-on Massey pack. The tractors look amazing. I'm kind of disappointed there's not a 135. I'm hoping somebody else will bring one in. Maybe even a 240. I can deal with a 240. If I use a PC every day, how long will it last until it stops working? Depends on how hard you use it and whether or not you take care of it. If you maintain it correctly, it can last many, many years. If you abuse it, it doesn't last very long. Where Farmer's Map looks good. Is that for the mod contest? I haven't really had a look at it because I've kind of been streaming the same time as Fresh has. And I've just realised I may accidentally have done something that I shouldn't have. Just want to check. There's something here because Fresh Eggs and I had a conversation. Two conversations. The first one didn't end well. Where we spoke about. Yeah, oops. I'm gonna have to do something real quick in a second. So just bear with me a sec, guys, because I've done something that I shouldn't have. Because what I told Fresh I would do, and let's just go in here, is whenever we both stream at the same time, I temporarily blacklist his name. Fresh, if you're here, I'm really sorry. You were blacklisted still. I forgot to turn it off. We had a conversation, and just so that people don't just suddenly start coming in and say, "Oh, Fresh Eggs is streaming, Fresh Eggs is streaming, Fresh Eggs is streaming." I've temporarily blacklisted him while we stream at the same time. And unfortunately, most of that time he's been showing off that map, so I haven't had a chance to look at it. Yo, Mr. Linds. Yeah. Dave's map in the mod contest is actually the third one. Honestly, like, it's difficult to tell what maps will do well. I mean, we all know that Irish map is going to do well because it's an Irish map. Is 400 watts good for PC? No, that's possibly a bit low. I think I've got a 750 watt PC. What on earth was that noise? I've got a 750 watt power supply, and I think I'm kind of running a bit marginal with that. I've got a 1000 watt on standby if needs be. Hello, Scott. I haven't seen you in a little while. Let's just grab the tractor that's left out here. Colton's got 400 watts. That's very low power supply. Now, if you don't have very powerful equipment, that's going to be fine. But if you got a PC like mine, you're going to be pushing about 600-700 watts anyway. Oh, Dusty Cover Season's ready. Ah, smart man, making it compatible with one of the other mods in the contest. You genius. Yeah, if you don't have enough power going to your equipment, to your hardware, it will cause the hardware to not work correctly. Hit 75 likes, guys. Come on. We've got 47 people in here right now. I know not all of you have liked the stream, so let's see how close we can get to 75 right now with a good little like spike. You've been working, Scott. That's perfectly fine, dude. Making money is a good one. Well, you definitely have a unique selling point there. One-man jobs, despite being on a server where there's plenty of people driving around. Also, I don't think I said this, James Bond, I hope you sold off the sunflowers. We're just straight selling everything. There's a few maps that look good that I've seen. So the actual contest itself is going to be very interesting to see what places where. Where's the price map? Sunflowers. Oh, good lord, 1,500. Where's Selby Grain Mill? Grain sale is... Ah, it's at the... Yes, at the BGA. Yeah, don't just abandon stuff in the fields, guys. I'm with you there, Dave. I hope Dave wins the horse competition, because I've seen like pictures and stuff. I haven't seen his latest video on it just yet, but I've never seen a map that looked like that. I've never seen a photorealistic farm sim map before. Like Cobra's scary because it's very close to reality. And it's kind of in the uncanny valley. Dave's aggravation is damn near photorealistic. It's terrifying. He's up against Vertex. I don't see Vertex have the German advantage. However, it's not going for public vote. So it's going to be a neutral party voting on the winner there. It's going to a neutral judging panel of Horsch, in fact. So there may be a minor advantage in that Vertex usually make the kind of... Well, Vertex like doing really clean stuff, don't they? Dave does like aging his... It's really hard to tell, because Vertex are really good at the nice, clean, new look. And Dave's good at just making things look visually stunning, and a bit aged and grotty in a way. So it's gonna be a nice. I'd like to see both maps being released. If I'm being honest, I'd like to see both of them being released at some point, publicly, just so that I could go in and have a look and see the two different styles and how they compare and contrast. Because I've never been able to look at two of the same map by different people. I'm with you there, Dave. Him and Bullet Bill are just like pushing what can be done. And I think Lancey's getting pretty close, and so are you. Because Van Tonwen, I think, is on the same level. At least in 15, was on the same level as Thornton in terms of quality. There were some minor little niggles that I had. For some reason I couldn't fix them in GE. Because I couldn't open the map in GE for whatever reason. But, you know, what's my favourite map that I play on? It's actually Thornton right now. Followed closely by Orchard just because I get to play as Quentin. Auction Dave is the gold standard, and then you've got a quite large gang just kind of running directly behind him. In Lancyboi, Bullet Bill, Dusty Dave. You know, there's a good group of really really high quality map makers in, you know, around. But if you're looking at who's pushing the boundaries the most, it is probably Oxygen David. If you look at who plays it safe most of the time, you're looking at the Germans. Because they turn collisions off on everything, and they don't do anything really innovative as such. They're a bit dull, in a way. Holy crap on a cracker! How much did that just make, Monster? That was like 60, 70 grand. They tend not to have hedges. The German maps are usually pretty open, pretty flat. A little bit, one thing that I did to Selby that I really like is put the two big grain tanks there. They just add a bit of character to this area. Of all the little tweaks that I did to Selby, that's my favourite. I've just made 20 grand off 11,000 litres. That's stupid money. Hey Chris, don't worry about being late, dude. Still, what, better part of an hour, what, 40 minutes, 45 minutes left in the stream today. Then we're handing over. Is the contest public vote? Parts of it are hard work or parts of it aren't. 96,000. Time to plant sunflowers, apparently. Sunflowers and soybeans. Where is the... Where's the Massey located? The Massey Delta? Because I see that's in a field and I don't know where it is. Is that in field... field 9. So, I'm going to head over to field 9 and help Triggy out with the Massey. With the soybean harvest, which is going to be even more insane amounts of money. I know you're using a Triggy, don't worry, I'm going to help in cart for you. You can keep harvesting, I'll do the carting. Because it gives me an excuse to sit back and do nothing for short periods. Hey, Death. I wasn't feeling bad at all. I just took a break because I needed a break. Sometimes I just need to take short breaks from YouTube just to remember why I do YouTube. And get back into the fantastic mood that I'm currently in. And I try and do it at kind of somewhat strategic times where people aren't really going to be watching videos. Like exam time. That's a terrible time to put out videos and streaming. You know, but it's a good time to just take a little, you know, short 2-week break from midweek. Come back on the weekends and everybody's going to be around wanting to relax and watch some streams. And as of today, we are back on a full normal schedule. I'm going to record tomorrow's video after today's stream, and I got to do a bit of off-camera work, so I'll be doing a bit of cheating in... be doing a small bit of cheating in Orchard Farm just to get up to the point where I can record tomorrow's video. But I'll be doing that very shortly. And I may intentionally sandbag a bit. Next week I'm going to London for a super... Oh, I'm jealous now, Death. Trass has left the server. Bye, Trass. So what you guys can't see, because I've actually angled it correctly for once, and I'm sitting at the exact angle where it's not too obvious, is I've got an LED light just up here. You can see it blasting onto my hand. It's like a 3-watt LED, and it's not overly bright, but it's shining almost directly into my eyes, so it makes it kind of hard to see at times. That's why my eyes are a bit squinty. Also, it's a lovely, lovely, lovely sunny day, lovely and warm. Hello, Chris Shaw. Lovely sunny, warm day, blue skies, completely clear outside. And Chris Shaw, I almost called you Straw. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Where's the way into this field? Lovely stop sign. Yeah, I know. I'm great at finding these signs and smacking into every single one of them. Field 9, entrance is via field 8. Can't wait for seasons. You have to wait a few more days by the looks of it. I would expect... Yeah, I've got my way in now. I would expect the mods in the contest to be released within the next few days to a week. If the prize giving is on the weekend of the 17th and 18th of June, then the mods will have to be released at some point before then and allow for time. Ah, Goral was a convert. Now the whole timeline makes sense. I don't think so, Faye, because the prize giving is the 17th and 18th, and that's for the stuff that's got the public vote. Do I drive in real life the way I do in Farm Sim? I don't drive in real life, so no. I don't have a driving license. So, oh, I love mod contest release day. The worst part is trying to make videos on it because everyone's trying to get the mods, so all the download servers crash. I never said it was illegal, Rafal. John Deere is the first load. Well, I'll be moving it about in the case because I like the case and I don't want to catch fire today. Mod contest release day is Christmas morning for Farm Sim, I swear, because it's just, hey, here's like 100 new mods all at once. And yeah, you're gonna have probably about 10-15% that are terrible. Just atrocious. But then you've got the guys like Black Sheep, who, oh my god, I want that Massey pack. You got Oxygen David entering. I don't know if the horse maps will be public or not, but you'll have that in there. You got Dusty Cove. You've got some... Oh, it's an overloader. Oh. Where's the fire hazard parked? Oh, it's there. Well, I guess I'll try and catch fire then, won't I? Do I drive realistically? I try to, but today I haven't bothered with my wheels, so I'm just... Yeah, no realism today. I'm in the fire hazard. Hang on, better put on the fire hazard lights. Just make sure this thing is visible in case it does catch fire. I try and drive realistically, Chris, but when I'm streaming, and it's something that you'll see quite often on YouTube, when people are streaming and trying to read chat and drive and not crash, usually what happens is they crash, because streaming is a real test of multitasking ability. Some people can do it, some can't. You're probably subscribed to him, Chris. I'm gonna be honest, I'm under no illusions. Simulate. He's one of these people who isn't really able to multitask as well as others, so when he's streaming he occasionally forgets chat even exists. And he doesn't check chat as much, and even when he does, his chat moves so quickly that it's very difficult for him to keep up. I pride myself on being able to manage to read chat and drive at the same time. Maybe not well, but I do it. And Dusty Dave now knows what it's like. It is, yeah, it's a challenge, because you got to point your two eyes in two different directions and work out little tricks. My trick is just flicking my eyes over and seeing what the newest message is while I'm going in a straight line. Because one of my bad habits is doing this and just sitting, watching chat, and actually playing off XSplit. Because there's a ever so slight delay between the game and what I'm seeing in XSplit. Hello, Jessica. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. You get sucked into one screen or the other. Do you know what? You actually get used to that. And Dan, I do have a lazy eye. My left eye is lazy. So that's kind of how I can multitask the way that I do. My left eye is actually pointing ever so slightly off in that direction. Actually, no, it's pointed more to the... Yeah, I've got a lazy eye, let's put it that way. It's also why I need glasses. Speaking of, I'm gonna... Because I can feel my eyesight starting to go. And those of you with eyesight issues will know this feeling. Most likely. I can feel my eyes getting tired and getting lazy. So... Streaming is fun. Streaming is really fun. And it is a case of when you start streaming, you start figuring out little tricks that you can use to get better at streaming. Like one of mine is flicking my eyes over. And Dan's getting into making videos. You know, he's learning all the little tips and tricks for videos. And you should all go look at his lawn care videos, because he does real life lawn care in the USA. He is legitimately a lawn care dude, which is why I keep taking pot shots at lawn care in my videos now. But it's... You know, you learn tips and tricks. As you get used to doing something a lot, like videos, you learn tips and tricks and get faster and it becomes easier. And it's much the same with streaming, as you learn little tips and tricks and little shortcuts that you can use. And suddenly life ain't so hard when you're streaming. Dan's videos are awesome, but his thumbnail skills need a lot of work, because I had to make his thumbnails. I made one of his thumbnails for him because he couldn't get it small enough. Have you got that program working yet, Dan? Because you can probably get you can probably get like 7 or 8 different ones on Mac. Which admittedly is your biggest problem at the moment, is Mac. Those restrictions are there for a reason, dude. It's for bandwidth. It's for people with bad internet. And 2 megabytes is a really big picture. That's like insanely big. My usual thumbnails are less than a megabyte once I've got them all done up, and they're still really good quality because, hey, it works. You learn how JPEGs work. How MP4 files work. Codecs. You learn all of these boring things, and my glasses are after falling down my nose slightly, so I look like a librarian right now. Hello. Hello. How are we all doing? Quentin here. 13 megas average for that camera. It's probably like a 10 or 12 megapixel camera, that's the issue. Hey, look, I can go under, I'm not sure how that works, but I can go under the map by spamming E. Here we go, under the map, under the map, under the map, under the map, oh, under the map. And I'm sure Triggy was having lots of fun watching me appear and disappear randomly. Under the map, under the map, under the map. Come on, under the map, under the map, under the map, I'll stop now. Sounds and looks like a uni professor. It's the issue with glasses and headphones, I find. Because I'm not used to wearing these things. In fact, I tend to forget that I'm wearing them at times. My bad, Triggy, sorry. Glasses used to push into your head with your turtle beaches on. Ah, see, that's why I wear Sennheisers. Is these things have really nice soft ear pads that still block out the sound and the springiness of the plastic in too much, so it's enough to grip but not enough to push into anything. That's why I love these things. Plus they've got really nice bass and midtones. These are just good all-round headphones. Particularly good if you're doing a lot of voice stuff. Small in-ear ones. You are a lunatic, sir. I can't wear in-ear headphones. They just give me headaches. See you, James. You're more than welcome to come on whenever you like. The server's up pretty much 24/7. Unless, of course, we take it down for maintenance or I decide to change the map and whatever. That tends to come down for a little while when I'm doing that, and I put on a temp password. And of course, coming up is summer, so you guys can hop on whenever you like over the summer, anytime, day or night, during the week, mess about the map and cause all sorts of trouble for me over the weekends when I've made plans and overnight they've been done. I'm not encouraging you to do that, but it's happened in the past, and part of me hopes it'll happen again in the future. Because the reason I have the server is so you guys can play Farm Sim multiplayer whenever you like. You don't have to be stuck in single player all the time. It's me trying to give back just a small bit. But if you are enjoying the stream today, guys, do hit the like button. Do hit subscribe if you haven't already. You're more than welcome to join the Rainbow Down Madhouse. I think we're going for 75 likes still. I didn't see 75 getting hit yet. I don't know where we are on that. But I can't see we're on 5,158 subscribers. We're going to try and get 51... Let's go for 5160. I know that it's not quite the sub goal, but let's try for 2 more subscribers today in the next half hour or so. I think that's possible. 75? Greenleaf Gaming, thank you very much for making it 75, sir. Let's go for 100. Let's see if we can get 25 likes in half an hour. It's been done before. Let's try and do it again. Because I have more water. How full is the case? 82%. So let's take the case away and bring it over to the sell point. 0 dislikes. I am truly amazed. In before troll makes it 1 dislike. And that troll is probably going to be Simulate. Except Simulate's not here because he's on the way to work. That's the thing, Dave. You show off what people want to see, they're going to like the video. Like the stream. I made sure to hit the like button when I was in there. Triggy, could you unload into me real quick? Because I'm going to be going off to sell now, so I want to leave you completely empty. And just top off this trailer as much as I can. No problem. I tend to forget it, but I remember with you. I do my best. There we go. And I did see the little Easter egg that I'm presuming is on Dusty Cove, and I showed it to Sim and Landy. We all appreciate that. Someone just disliked because I said it. I knew that had happened. I'm guessing it was you, Colton. Because you're the one who pointed it out. Oh. It was Dan. You jerk. You got stick off someone for that billboard? Why did you get stick off someone for that billboard? It was like, hey, here's a few YouTubers who I talked to. I have no support in my work. Oh, that's the most ridiculous thing. Why? Oh, we are all lazy. We're all incredibly lazy, putting in hours and hours of work every day to get videos and streams out. Loving the glasses. Well, it's the only way I can see right now, wooden leg. My eyes are getting a bit lazy. But you know what happens. These are, by the way, prescription glasses. They're not just like random hipster glasses that I wear. These are legitimate prescription spectaculars. But people who say that have clearly never made a YouTube video in their life. I've never touched YouTube because they don't know the work that goes into it. Even a stream, when you're streaming, there's hours of preparation just for the first stream. Hello, Heffernan. Specsavers? Oh, good lord, no. Why would I go to Specsavers? They're atrocious. You don't do YouTube because your upload is so bad. 2 megabits a second? Colton, when I started YouTube, I was on 0.3. Or 0.5 or something like that. You can do YouTube if you put your mind to it. Sure, it'll take a while to upload a video. You can do it. I'm doing good, Hef. How are you doing? Well, people who say YouTubers are lazy don't know the work that goes into YouTube. Because all they see is the finished product where it's all kind of clean and finished and looks like we're being as lazy as possible because that's the impression we want to give. Because we want to get more people into doing YouTube. But every one of my videos is kind of at least an hour and a half, 2 hours work goes into it. Every stream, there's half an hour setup before I even start. And then maybe an hour of me cooling down afterwards and getting my voice back 100% and, you know, doing cooldown kind of things and relaxing. It's the stuff that you guys don't see that's the toughest on YouTube, like preparing the maps. Every map I do, it takes 1 to 2 hours to prepare it. It does mean you're a YouTuber now, Dan, yes. Every mod I try out, I usually test beforehand, and the video that'll be coming up on Tuesday, I spent about an hour and a half just testing the one thing that I want to do in that video. Making sure that it worked as I wanted to work. And making sure I could get it to happen reliably. Because it's gonna be a video around me doing one specific thing. It's a set piece video. It's gonna be interesting to see reactions, I'll put it that way. Well, you're a hobbyist or a business promoter, yes. But because you make YouTube videos, you are also a YouTuber. But the video I got planned for Tuesday is something Simulate wanted to do on his channel, but he realized his subscribers probably wouldn't be too happy with what he wants to do. I'll put it that way. It's a silly thing. It's a silly video he wanted to do. He told me the idea, and I said, look, yeah, that'll work better on my channel because of the way I've got my entire channel set up is a bit more chaotic, a bit more open to weird things going on. And yeah, it should in theory work as I want it to. If it doesn't, I can force it to. I'm partially tempted to do a bit of strong arming of what I want to do. All I'm gonna say though is I've been preparing for a couple of weeks for this video. There have been things intentionally brought into the map for this one video. On Thornton, and I did an edit to set the area of the map up correctly. Because I've been leaving it until the last minute. I've intentionally left it until the last minute to set this area up. So that I didn't accidentally trigger this item. But like I said, that's the stuff you guys don't see. It's the stuff we keep behind the scenes, and we'll occasionally say, like, Sim doesn't ever do this. I do it a lot more regularly, where I'll talk about the behind the scenes stuff that goes on. Sim likes to keep that stuff behind the scenes, but he puts in a lot more work than maybe he should. Especially with the second channel, he puts in a lot of work on that one. But he does so much off camera that you guys never see, just because he wants his videos to be as good as possible. And I'm doing the same now. How long am I streaming for? There's about 18 minutes left in the stream today, Liam. And Sim is also he's somewhere in between, Dan. I'm not willing to call him a full-on hobbyist, but he does put his day job, which is very loosely a day job. He puts that first when he has to, which is why he hasn't been doing pretty much anything this week. He's been super duper busy, only had like one day off this week, and he wanted to take that as a legitimate day off. But he usually has 4 or 5 just because of the way that he works. And oh, Colton, are you finished? Not Colton. Triggy, you finished that field already? Do you want to move into the next soybean field then? Because I saw one back here. Where's the next soybean field? Because we got a good price for soybeans at the moment. Soybeans are greeny. So it'll be like field 13 or 16. Actually, there's a few soybean fields that are around, so just gotta pick one. Gonna go to the next one. Pick one and I'll follow you down with the trailer and then grab the deer. Is Landy streaming? No, he is not streaming today. Landy is in Canada now, so he won't be streaming at the weekends anymore for the next few months. Only person in Discord with me is Monster. Okay. Hello, Monster. Thanks for letting me know, Keen, because I obviously can't see that. Landy is in Canada. He doesn't stream at the weekends when he's in Canada. He's spending that time doing chill-outy, relaxy things. He'll be streaming during the week for the next few months. And there will be like 1 or 2 days where he doesn't stream it. Well, probably a week or 2 where he doesn't stream at all because he's going camping. And that's going to be like a couple of weeks where he just disappears off the face of the earth. As far as YouTube is concerned. Hello, Christopher. What'd you miss? You missed us doing some silage and some sunflowers, and holy cow, sunflowers are good. Good for him? Yeah, everybody needs some time off. That's the thing, is like, YouTube for people like me and Landy, it's our job. And when we take time off, we know we're going to lose money. It's a really awkward situation where we need time off, and we also need the money that comes out of YouTube with ad revenue from, you know, people watching ads. Although I will always say that if an ad's stupid long, don't watch it, because that's just taking the mick. Like, if it's anything over 2 minutes, hit the skip button. It's stupid long. Ads that are over like half an hour, ads that are over like 5 minutes, they're inappropriately long. And you can report them to YouTube and Google for being inappropriate, because that's an inappropriate length for an advert. Because I've seen ads that are, you know, full streams people have put up as ads. You've ad block. Colton, I would advise you to do what I've done. And I've no issue with people using ad block, I use it myself. What I do ask is that you consider putting YouTube into a whitelist. Because you can whitelist specific sites, specific domains, with ad block, especially on Chrome. And I have YouTube and Twitch whitelisted. Have I got the big bud pack? Yes, but not on the server. This server is DLC free, and I've made it so intentionally because I don't feel it's right putting a paywall in front of something, even if it's like a DLC paywall. I don't feel it's right putting a paywall in front of being able to access content. I can understand why DLC exists. I completely get behind developers who do logical DLC, not 17 pre-order bonuses that are, you know, quote-unquote only available for pre-orders and then released 2 weeks later. No. Or DLCs on remasters. That's complete BS. I'm looking at you there, Activision. Like, I do have... I'm gonna tell you guys straight up how I make money on YouTube. Number one, you got ad rev. So, you watch an ad, I get a small amount of money from that. Number two, you can donate directly to the channel. Exclamation mark, I think it's donations in chat. We'll get you a donation link, you can donate there. And the third is Patreon, which you can make a monthly donation there and pledge as much or as little as you want. What do they get you? Absolutely nothing other than the knowledge that I am thankful. Nothing on this channel has a paywall, nothing on this channel will have a paywall. I don't like having paid content. I don't like giving people, you know, saying to people, oh yeah, I'm doing YouTube as a job, and this content is behind a paywall, or that content is behind a paywall. No, I don't like that. I don't like people who do that. I think it's kind of money grabby. I prefer everything to be free, and you guys have options of the option available of, you know, you can give me $5 on a Tuesday, or at the start of every month you can give me $1. That's a much more logical way of doing it. Is, you know, you want to support me, you can do it just by watching the content, watching ads. And hitting the like button and subscribing, that's supporting me to kind of as much as I would like, as much as I would expect of any reasonable person. If you want to donate, yeah, you're going above and beyond. When are the mods released? I don't know. Just try to donate €1,000, but it wouldn't let you. Yeah, it does have limits, I think. What's the name for the server? It's Rainbow Day of Gaming on Continental Europe. The password is Tanktor, but you do require the mods. Which, if you put exclamation mark MP mods with no space into chat, you'll get the link to the mods from Nightbot. That's the... I think everybody runs their YouTube channels differently. I know some people run Patreons where they got certain things behind paywalls, like a server and whatever.
Hello, Dave.
You know what, that's Peter. Oh, good lord, Peter. I'm just gonna say your first name. I would try and pronounce the second one, but no. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. We've got about 10 minutes left in the stream today, guys. So this, I'm being honest, if you want to join the server, it's probably not going to be a good idea. You won't be really on here for long during the stream. I'll be finishing up soon. Any mods I'm looking for at the moment? The mod contest mods. That's about it, really. I'm just looking forward to the mod contest. I'm not looking for anything new. I need to sort out my mod list, and I'll be doing that hopefully overnight. And that's kind of my plan for the evening. Sort out tomorrow's video, and then get the mod list sorted. That's, yeah. All while looking like a questionable professor. Yes, indeed. I'm a very sound bloke. Well, I try to be, Ernie. I do my best. I can be strict with, I can be finicky with rules, but you know. Am I gonna try Blickling? No. I'm not, I've looked at the download page. I'm not a big fan of the map. And simply put, there's not enough demand for me to play it regardless. There's one map that I won't play no matter what. Will be in the mod contest, and that's largely for political reasons and for personal reasons. Everything else, fair game. Cyrus, I think everybody's doing something at the moment. What? Why do you need somebody to tap the deer? In field 7. No politics. I know, that's why I said it's for political reasons. So I ain't going into why I ain't using that map. Although if I were to say something positive about politics, Ireland is a really progressive nation right now. Like, insanely progressive looking. You can't enter it for some reason. I'll pop over there real quick. I got in. I got in again. And again. And again. And Cyrus, you've desynced. There's Cyrus, standing beside Cyrus. How's my map going along? Cyrus, have a look at the stream real quick. You can't get in because you're already in there. That's different. What's the name of the server? It's Rainbow Dave Gaming on continental Europe, and I get the feeling somebody's about to get banned. There we go, 7R. There we go, there we go. If you want people to subscribe to you, maybe consider actually being nice in the stream instead of demanding it. Because if you're nice in the stream, I'll probably end up giving you shoutouts eventually. If you just demand it, you're probably going to get banned. Doesn't end well. Changing texture paths. Dusty Dave, would that happen to be the case error? The magical case error that just appears out of nowhere. Because GE seems to be a bit weird with textures. It'll randomly change paths and stuff like that. It generates random errors with textures specifically, and Giants haven't fixed it. You gonna go, Christopher? That's fine. What's my favourite band tractor? It is kind of a toss-up between Massey Ferguson and JCB. Who's after me? I don't think anybody is, Christopher. Fresh Eggs might be, actually. I don't know, I haven't spoken to him today. Fresh Eggs might be. How big are my PC screens? 21.5 inches a piece. So I got a 21.5 inch monitor directly in front of me here. 21.5 inch monitor directly beside me there. So I got 43 inches of screen overall. And it allows me a nice good view of everything that's going on both in game and in chat. Oh, the harvester's empty. That would explain a lot. Well done, Dave. Case wasn't parked there before. Have I tried Ballymoon Castle? No. Chris ain't streaming tonight, Matt. He's gone taking care of the kids for the weekend. Seven Soons, you gotta go for tea. I've gotta go for the same reason, James. So we'll be finishing the stream in about 5 minutes time, guys. If you haven't already, do hit the like button. Let's see how close we can get to 100 likes. And do subscribe if you haven't already. Because I gotta go have food and stuff. And get ready and record tomorrow's video. Ballymoon Castle, is that the one that is on FSUK? If so, it's an unoptimized mess. If it's the one by a certain modding group that's entering the mod contest, I ain't going near that with barge pole for political reasons and personal reasons. There you go. That's Ballydorn. Ah, so it is the one that I'm thinking of then. It's in the mod contest. Yeah, I ain't touching it. I ain't touching it at all. It's made by a modding group who, the person in charge seems to think that for whatever reason it's a business and has blocked maps from being uploaded in the past. I ain't touching their stuff. If you're gonna put modding backwards like that, if you're gonna be that regressive, I'm not covering your stuff. You're not modders. And I'm not touching it. If you're gonna be that regressive, no. Bye. I ain't touching it. Modding community is about sharing ideas, not trying to run it like a business and blocking maps and mods from being updated and uploaded. Yeah, Christopher, I ain't touching it. I ain't touching anything they make. I know that's an unpopular opinion, because Mr. Popularity on YouTube does their junk, but it's the way I feel. And I'm taking whatever stand I can, which is not giving them publicity. about all I'm going to say in the matter, because I know it's something that I definitely shouldn't be talking about. And I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of who, what, where, when, and why. Simply because I do have respect for modders. But that's going to be the map that's going to be conspicuously absent from any coverage I do of the mod contest. Because I will look through every mod and map that is in there, except that one. And it's nothing in that situation. It's nothing against the. I'm actually finishing now, VF. If you want to start off. I just spotted the time at 7. I was going to go until 7. So, I do hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. I know that I've said some stuff that I maybe shouldn't have. And it could blow up my face, but it's stuff that has been said publicly in the past. So I haven't said anything that's a big secret.
Hello, Dave. That Dave.
Amazing something. Thank you very much for your last minute subscription. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you. Welcome to Rainbow Day Manas. Hope you enjoyed stay. So I'm gonna leave it now, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll leave you by saying I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Selby Farm Estates. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.